good day to you and welcome to another edition of the program Critical Lens. My name is Chimobi Nzaramobi. Today we come back to Delta State and try to look at developmental strides by the Delta State government using the Warri Uwi and Environs Developmental Agency, WEDA. Now, this agency was created with the sole purpose of revamping the Warri Uwi and Environs metropolis. When Asaba, the Delta State capital, has taken a turn for the better. Asaba has become an upward mobile city. But prior to the creation of WEDA, Warri, Uwi, and Environs seem to have taken a step backward. And the goal of the Delta State government was to help this area to move forward, hence the creation of WEDA. So today we are at the office of the Director General of this special agency created by the Delta State government to drive the development of Warri, to drive the development of Uwi, to drive the development of Udu, to drive the development of Ugili and other areas. Thank you so much for joining us at DG.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get on with it. I mean, you've been in this office for almost 2 years. I mean, the administration of Governor Sheriff Obori Warri is almost 2 years, and you've been here for 2 years. Let's look at the overview in terms of the real mandate behind the creation of this agency. How would you rate the performance of the agency between when it was created and now? Starting from the very first time it was created, I'm sure you've inherited all of the documents, you've seen everything they've done, and you've obviously improved on that. So how would you rate the overall performance of the agency?
Yeah, thank you very much for once again. My name is Honorable Prince Godwin Eguriase Echinyere, by His Grace, the Director General of this agency, Warri Uwi, and this Environs Development Agency. As a person, I really don't want to be dwelling in the past. We are here working towards the future. So wanting to compare notes, what happened before now and what we are doing now, I really don't want to be looking at. The past did their best. We are here as the present working towards the future. I want to sincerely appreciate the governor for appointing me the Director General, and it has been a teamwork, not just me, but us. And I mean us, myself, members of the board, staff and management of the agency. We've been working closely to see how best we can better what we met on ground. So far so good. It has been wonderful.
But in terms of what the agency is set up to do, what do you say that the agency has, between 2021 and now, been able to improve on the development of Warri, the development of Uwi and Environs?
I still want to repeat myself. 2021, I came into office 2023. And since then, I can beat my chest that it has been wonderful because the governor made it clear that he will give all the desired support to transform Warri, to make things work in Warri, and he has been doing that. And we'll have a catalogue of things to attest to the fact that what he said, he matched it with action. So before, I really don't want to be. We all know where Warri has been, where we are now, and the projection is that even the blind can tell the next 1, 2 years, 3 years, what Warri will look like. You just mentioned Asaba, yes, but I hate compelling notes because it's all Delta State. But I can say, I repeat, Warri will be the beehive of the South by His Grace.
Or will be the beehive of Southside. Indeed, that's part of what Deltans are looking forward to. Well, let's now get back and talk about some of the key projects. I mean, within the period that this agency has existed, what are some of the major projects you think this agency has embarked upon that has set Warri on the path of a long-term development?
So basically, the major project that we inherited is the stormwater project, the Warri Uwie and Mr. Enviro stormwater project. That is the phase 1 and phase 2. That contract was awarded by the immediate past governor, our leader, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. And it was near completion before we took over, 2023. And by His grace, our governor, our leader, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Ubewori, made a promise that he's going to follow up, build upon, and complete all projects inherited by his administration. And based on that, Warri, we are surrounded by water. Whenever it rains, one of our major problems is flood. So Okowa started the phase 1 and phase 2, and our governor came, completed the phase 1, and the phase 2 is 90% near completion. When I mean stormwater projects, it spans not just within what you are seeing on Airport Road now, because Airport Road is not phase 1, it's not phase 2. The phase 1 and phase 2 covers full proper, Uti, Japa Road, Uti, Refinery Road, Ekma, inside Ekma community, Marine Quarter, a lot. Warri and Efron, that's the phase 1 and phase 2 of the stormwater project. And because it is key, Rome, like we all know, was not built in a day. Fighting flood in Warri is not just going to, it's not what we run through, even within 8 years. So, but we'll keep building upon it, milestone being achieved. So, because the phase 1 is completed, the phase 2 is near completion, the governor deemed it fit that it would be necessary for us to commence the phase 3, which was awarded sometime last year, which is covering the Airport Road, the full stretch of Airport Road, Isoko Estate Road, Uborikoko, the entire length and breadth of Bendel Estate, Uboroke, Apala, and on your way to the NMC housing complex. In short, the project is huge. It's still ongoing, and it's not what we finished just overnight. It's expected to last for 2 years. That's 24 months. The weather has been friendly, but even with the rains, the contractor has been very, very, very much committed with the push from the agency. So we are doing everything possible to make best use of the dry period we are having, and the work is still ongoing. If you look at the whole of Airport Road, left and right is busy. Inside the Boroke, Fanikayode, and so on, you see that the work is ongoing. This is talking about the stormwater project. But outside the stormwater project, we have just too numerous to mention.
I will just ask you to hold your thoughts on that, the next line of project. But I just want to talk about this stormwater.
Yeah.
Critics will say administration after administration will come to the drainage system. I'm looking at the kind of work being done now and the billions being sunk into this project by the Delta State government. I mean, where we are having some of the drainage systems being constructed right now, there were drainage systems there before. But obviously, those ones were unable to deal with the flood in Warri. Do we have any guarantee that this one that we are, that the state government is investing a lot of time, resources, and energy into, and your agency is directly in charge of this project? Do we have guarantees that this one will not be demolished by another administration?
My brother, you should get it clear. Time and time, the only thing that is constant on earth is change. You must know that. Airport Road, for example, used to be one lane. The full Warri Road used to be one lane. As of today, we are having dual carriage way. Why? Things have changed. Development. The population has increased. We used to have forest left, right, and right of Airport Road, but as of today, it's building, development left, right, and center. You should know that the drains we are having from the 60s till now can no longer serve the purpose they were made for. As I told you, you heard us talk about sewer, not just drain, not just drain of about the 2 feet drains and the rest with just slab. Because of development, we are now going into 3 meter wide drains that can accommodate the flow of water, that can send the water directly to the canal. Most of the areas have been built upon. If the drains are very, very narrow, once you deposit, most of our people, they hardly do what is right, if not for the push from this present administration. We've seen and used the drainage system as our refuse dump. And no wise administration will just say, but they want to waste money. When the drains are big, the flow of water increases, and once you have any deposit in it, it helps to push it faster.
So, but will the quality of the work being carried out now be able to serve for years?
The fact they say speaks volume for itself. If you go, it's left for you to judge. When you go, you see what is being done, you will appreciate it more. Because we are not turning it to physical cash, or it's not what people are seeing, it's underground. Not until you go and see for yourself. Almost half of Warri has been swallowed by this project, and it's still ongoing. You say billions of naira. When you talk about the billions of naira, you feel it because it is naira. But when you translate to the project, what you see on ground, you know that the governor means well for Wafarians. The project, for now, it's been appreciated, but we appreciate the project more after this phase 3 has been completed. And I know in no distant time, those that are already, but you have your office on Airport Road. I know it's no longer business as usual when it rains, but it is not giving the desired result just now, because most of the endpoint discharge have not been opened, connecting them to the river, which is the receiving end, because the job is still ongoing. By the time you open it, it will affect the job that is the construction process. So, but I can assure you that by the time this job is completed, we are not saying it is going to be 100%, but at least 9, if not 90, 85% solution must have been provided to the flooding the area where we are working. And we are still going to do more, because it is ongoing. We started with phase 1, 2, now it's 3, and our engineers are on the drawing board trying to look at areas, critical areas, how we can accommodate phase 4. So it is a continuous process, not until we get it right.
Now, you were going to talk about other projects that the agency has embarked on.
But let me equally assure you that if you look to where the contract was awarded to a reputable construction Chinese construction firm, and not just that, the project engineers, they are on top of the game by way of supervision. The casting of the concrete slabs is not just because you want to do job. Nobody wants to. This government, this administration of other Right Honorable Sheriff Ubewori has zero tolerance to substandard job. So whatever that is being done, I can assure you that goes through real test and supervision, so that most people still, as at just now, still make reference to Benudia. Why? Because of the quality of job that was done as at then. So I can assure you, the next 50, 60 years, people will be making reference to the administration of Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Ubewori positively.
Now, let's go and look at, apart from the stormwater drainage, what other projects have the agency embarked on, a key project that you think will also send the area into development in the next few years?
I would say, for now, we are saddled with too many responsibilities. But for a start, we are prioritizing road construction and rehabilitation. We have too many, if I begin to mention them, but as I speak, we have more than 15 completed roads, more than 15 ongoing, and we are still scoping more. The governor has promised that he wants, before the end of this administration, this first tenure, if not all the roads in Warri, if not all, it will be almost all. I want to ensure that they are all tarred. So when I say road have been tarred, you can attest to some of them. People out there can attest to some of them, or most of them. As I speak, the contractors are busy working on Jakpa Road. The Press Center Road has been tarred. The link road from PTI gate to DSC roundabout, to ease the flow of traffic because of the construction that is ongoing at PTI Junction. We need to create alternative. That is directly opposite the UBA Bank to DSC roundabout has been tarred. OP Street has been tarred. Akekere off Ebo is ongoing. The Complex Road, one of the most famous and busy road in Warri, NNPC Housing Complex Road, to that is a refinery road, has been tarred. I'll make bold to say that even, it was the fade portion were resurfaced and has been retarred, but the governor has graciously approved the expansion of the road from the housing complex end to the bridge, because the shoulders left and right, keke can hardly park because of the nature of the road, but it has been approved and it's going to be tarred to the T point close to Ekpan police station. The contract has been awarded. I think by next week or so, the contractor will be back to site. As we speak, contractors are all working at Igbi. They are all working at Agbasa area, around the Okere, the Agbasa Palace, Agbara Palace. Too many roads at Tubeji, Buwangwe, that has been tarred. I cannot be mentioning them one by one just now. Off McDermott Road, Ashelu, job is ongoing, And Edukogo Street has been awarded. I think the contractor is already mobilizing to site. As we speak, the Etowo Road contract has been awarded. The Fejuku Road has been awarded. The place around Marine Quarter area, the just too numerous to mention. Just too numerous to mention. So we are concentrating on roads for now because if you go into beautification, it's going to by the time you start construction, you're going to affect some of the areas that has been beautified. So when we are done to a large extent with the tying of roads, we're not going to beautification. But I can tell you that we have catalog of roads that has been completed and ongoing. Yeah, I don't want to be just naming them one after the other because we have them on paper, which the document will be handed over to you at the end of this exercise.
All right, so let's move over and talk about the challenges that you have faced since you came to office. What are the major glitches or major challenges that you think the agency has had to deal with in terms of compliance from residents? Have you met pushbacks? What are the issues that you've had to deal with?
Basically, the challenges, I would say, we are used to our people. If you look around, most of our flood problem is being caused by us. We strongly believe that the place is lawless because we've been used to it that way. But this government, this administration is saying no to that. It's no longer business as usual. It's either you do it correctly or not at all. If you go around Warri, the length and breadth of Warri, go to Buwangwe, go to Ubeji, go to even on airport road, Bendel Estate here, you see that most people are linking their sewage system to the drains, which ought not to be. If you have money to build a house, the number one thing you put into consideration is having your own sewage, your septic tank within your compound. If you go around, you see most people dumping waste in the gutter, and all these things will reduce the flow of water. You see, most people they find it difficult to. Yes, we are working on how to get a well-organized PSP, but with what we have just now, most people they just look at the left and right, dump their waste, pampers and other stuff, just the way indiscriminately, the way they like it. So these are people that we are chasing, we are pushing them. We equally, thank God we are using one of a platform among others to sensitize people, so that it not look as if we just start with force. This we are dynamic, we are civilized. We don't just do it the old way. We let you know, talk to you, talk with you, remind you that it's no longer the way they used to do it. So for about a year now, we've been running jingles. At times we still our vehicle carrying the horn speakers still sensitize people, letting them know that it is not government. It's not one person's neighbor. It's not it is us. So we must do that which is right, because the end, they say, justifies the means. The end is for us all as Wafarians to benefit. So, like we are aware of, we equally have our mobile team, mobile court, which we are already telling our people, letting them know that there are punitive measures if you don't do things correctly, because these are the language they always want to hear. So it is not easy in this regard, but those that have ear, we pray they will hear. We are still on it. Rome, they say it was not built in a day. Like I want to repeat, it is a continuous process. Talking with our people. We visited traditional rulers, we visited local government chairmen. We are still partnering with local government chairmen, market women, letting them know things they ought to have known, but we want to believe that they don't know. So we are reminding them, letting them know that it's either you do it correctly or not at all. So it's a process. I want to repeat, like we all came into this world, we met people preaching Christ, but as at just now, people still doubt if they sent like Christ. So we preaching the gospel, sensitizing people, will not just end in one day. It's a continuous one. We'll continue to do it, but it's painful. I want to use this medium to talk to our people out there that those dumping waste indiscriminately should please desist from it. In no distant time, we are going to have one of the best PASP put in place by His grace. But what we have just now, we should learn how to make do with it, pending when the right one will be will be operational. Most times, the from flyover, if you are driving towards Sapele or if you're coming from Sapele, you see people use the bridge as a dump site. All these are not right. Why are the people doing this? Most times you say they are lunatics. No, that's not correct. If you take your time, you see perfect gentlemen, they just drive, park their vehicle and dump stuff. All these things, you cannot do it in places like Lagos. But because in the past, there's nothing that happened, the Warima will say nothing that happened. But now something that happened, so we should please stop doing all that which is not right or correct.
Give us an idea how the even distribution of projects between Warri, focusing on Warri and Uwie. Yeah. How would you say the project is? We have an even distribution of projects, or is it tilted towards one end? Is every area being touched?
Our immediate area of concentration for now is Warri and Uwie. Warri and Uwie is not a small place. I visited the local government chairman, Dokbe. I visited the two local government chairman, and we'll be visiting Ugeli, not local government chairman. These are our immediate the area of operation, but our main focus for now is Warri and Uwie. And I can assure you that all our projects, there's no selective tender. Say because we have one big man at that end. That's why we are tying Suzuzu Street. No, we don't look at faces. We don't look at political party. We are looking at Warri. We are looking at Uwie. We are looking at feeling the pulse of the people. What will be best for them? You heard me when I started that, and when I said we are working towards tying all the roads in Warri and Uwie, and so it's going to be. So there's nothing like selective tender, looking at face, or personal patronage. It's far from it.
We've been discussing with the Director General of Warri, Uwie and Special Areas Development Commission, WEDA, and a lot of focus has been on what the agency has done, what the agency is going to be doing, and take out for me from this interview session definitely has got to be the expansion of that Ekpan Link Road. It's in need of some attention, and we'll have to give a lot of kudos to the agency for pushing for all of that to come through. And with that, come to the end of this program, Critical Lens. We'll be back next week with another edition. Have a great time out.